I got a little story to tell about a little kid named Nicky Zelkowski. Nicky Zelkowski remembers back in 1987, before there was a Bills Mafia, before there was a dynasty, before there was the 90s Bills, there was a little kid, went to a craft show, 1987. Mom dragged him out. My grandfather, Gino Dominiak, good Polish man, took his grandson in front of that big screen TV, said, don't worry about the craft show. Let's watch this game. Buffalo Bills got a big game. Come the fourth quarter, and Jets are lining up for that field goal. Old Freddie Smirlis, big old 76, long-haired, heavy metal-looking bastard, rushes that line, blocks that kick, and you know what? The whole room went nuts. Old women, young women, kids, parents, grandparents, they went fucking apeshit. And you know what? A little Bills fan was born. I was 9 years old. 1987 is when I became a Bills fan. And back then, it wasn't Bills Mafia. It was the 12th man. 1987, we won the division. 1988, we went to the AFC Championship. 1989, we went to the divisional round. Ronnie Harmon, heartbreaking drop. All of us, we knew something was special. That first game in 1990, when we come out with that K gun, nobody could stop us. Not one team could stop us. Our offense was potent. 1990, we go to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what, there was not one dry eye in the house. Every single one of those years. That love for that team, that love for this team, the Beast of the East, we're back. The whole world loves us. We didn't get that love back then. We weren't called favorites to win the Super Bowl. You know what? We went 1990, we went 91, we went 92, we went 93. 93, 92, we even went the hard way. We went on the road. Biggest comeback in NFL history. Frank Reich. Now, a lot of you folks, you were too young to remember those games. I was not. I still remember how much it hurt on the Music City Miracle, wide right. The shit that happened in those 90s years, well, you know what? Going through a 19-year drought, not going to the playoffs, and seeing this team doubting, and all the haters out there hating on us, talking about we're going to choke. Well, you know what? The similarities to those 90s teams, to the teams of now, well, you know what? That 88 year, 2 years ago, we go to the AFC Championship and we lose. Last year, we go to the divisional round and we lost. Reminds me of 89. This year, it's going to be magical. We got all the parallels. The parallels are there. We had Jim Kelly. We got Josh Allen. We just drafted a dope-ass running back. We drafted Thurman Thomas. We just drafted James Cook. Devin Singletary. Kenneth Davis. Stephon Diggs. Andre Reed. Gabriel Davis. Showing shades of James Lofton. Dawson Knox. Keith McKellar. Mitch Morse. Reminds me of Kent Hall. You got the heart of gold up there. Talks mad shit. Will Wolford. Reminds me of Deion Dawkins. That was a character. That motherfuckers partied hard and they played even harder. Now, we're going to switch it to the defense now. Because the parallels are about the same. We drafted a young buck named Greg Rousseau. And he reminds me of Bruce Smith. Boy, reminds me of Bruce Smith. Ed Oliver, who reminds me of Jeff Wright in those Super Bowl years. Leon Seals on that end. Could be anybody. Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa. Man, Shane Conlon. Matt Milano plays a lot like Shane Conlon. Hits hard, smart. Good-ass linebacker. Darryl Talley, captain of the defense. Tremaine Edmonds. We got 2 dope-ass safeties. Well, you know what? We had 2 dope-ass safeties in the 90s, too. Named Henry Jones and Mark Kelso. We had a number 1 corner named Nate Odoms. We got a number 1 corner right now. His name is Trey White. And you know who we were missing all that whole time? And then we finally signed him? The Biscuit, Cornelius Bennett. Who do we sign this year? Naming number 40, Von motherfucking Miller. Now, some of you guys might not remember all this, but you know what? These teams feel a lot like these 90s Bills. And it's going to be magical when we finally get to that end of that road this year. We hoist that fucking trophy up. There's not going to be a dry eye in the house. Old people, young people, parents, children. This is our time. Our time is now. We are the beast of the East. Go Buffalo Bills. It's the night before kickoff. The nerves are running high. Don't worry about it. Enjoy it. This is going to be one hell of a ride this season, boys and girls. You can count on that. Peace. Go Bills.